Okay, so the Eagles' injury report was not looking good yesterday. It's better today, but we're still missing a key star. We also get to hear from Quinyon Mitchell on his thoughts of Defensive Rookie of the Year. By the way, I love the answer. Plus, what he thinks of the nickname Guantanamo Bay. But that's not all. This Sunday night will be the Eagles' secondary's biggest test. I mean, who motions a receiver and lets him run his route through the B gap? A lot to break down offensively and defensively, and of course, the prediction. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with the content, do your boy a favor. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss these videos. As we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles are on a 6-game winning streak, looking to extend it to 7 as we fly down to LA to take on the Rams in SoFi Stadium. However, do you remember the last time the Eagles played there? It didn't look like a Rams home game. A.J. Brown was hyping up the crowd, and the camera took its time to go across the whole stadium as you see much more green than you see blue. It pretty much was an Eagles home game. Yes, traveling across country is never fun, but man, Eagle Nation is going to make it as tough as possible on these LA Rams. As for some Eagle injury notes leading up to this game, Bryce Huff, DMP, we know his status. He's out for a couple weeks. Jalix Hunt, who could be getting more PT, didn't practice with an ankle. Devonta Smith, hamstring, didn't practice. And Milton Williams' foot didn't practice. Nakobe Dean, groin with a limited. And Jalen Hurts, ankle with a limited. But Britton Covey, shoulder, full participant. Now, Jalen Hurts was asked right away at the podium about him being a limited participant.
Yeah, it's just a program we have for the mini buy. So I'm fine.
What do you feel like you're getting out of that? Do you feel stronger? Do you feel like it's helping?
Yeah, that's the goal, always. And really, throughout the course of a year, just really making sure you're doing the things you need to do to stay on top of stuff. And that's kind of what we're doing. A lot of other players are doing it as well. So just taking it a day at a time, like everything.
So QB1 is perfectly fine. As for the rest, my hope is Nakobe Dean is just nursing something. Milton Williams' foot and Jalix Hunt ankle is weird because it didn't show up after the game. Maybe they're just being precautious for Milton Williams. But why, with losing Bryce Huff, would you hold Jalix Hunt, who needs practice, out unless the ankle was bothering him? As for Devonta Smith, it was reported that he was limping after the Commanders game. This hamstring has been lingering for a while now, although it hasn't been big enough to keep him out of a game. This is something I want to monitor. Now, Wednesday's practices normally don't mean much, but with the mini bye, you would think they would all be out there ready. Right when I finish recording this, we got the update on Thursday's practice. Nakobe Dean, Jalix Hunt, and Milton Williams all practice today. The only one missing, which is important, is Devonta Smith with the hamstring, which means 2 days in a row off the mini bye, which ain't a good sign. Now, before we break down the Eagles versus Rams matchup, I do want to go over some updates, like the fact that Madden 25 literally added a Saquon Barkley backwards hurdle. This is a practice simulation versus the Cardinals, but look how insanely real. The graphic of him going over just like he did in that Jags game. The only thing different is he's wearing midnight green. It's a video game, but look at the slow motion hurdle. Y'all better get to it. Let's move on to Quinyon Mitchell co-signing his new nickname.
Have you heard some of the nicknames fans have come up with for you?
Yeah, I've seen it go.
So what do you make of Guantanamo Bay?
I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah, I think it's cool.
What about San Quinyon?
Oh, I ain't seen that one.
So you're okay with Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Is that something you kind of wear as a badge of pride that fans are already coming up with like names for you?
I appreciate it. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Shout out to LB Lord Brunson, one half a GOAT talk for that nickname. As for Quinyon winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, look at this list put together by Kevin Patera's top 5 DROY candidates. Quinyon Mitchell, number 1. Jared Verse, 2. Cooper DeJean, 3. Chop Robinson, 4. And Malik Mustafa, 5. I'm definitely not mad at this list. Quinyon should be running away with it, but Cooper DeJean should be in the top 5. Listen to Big Play Slay co-sign that Quinyon Mitchell should be Defensive Rookie of the Year, but also pretty much say that Quinyon as a youngster was better than Slay as a youngster, and listen to the advice.
Like I said, he been elite, man. He should be rookie easily, defensive player of the year. Yeah, he should. That should be easy for him.
While he has certainly proved himself so far through 10 games, he's really young.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he's old.
He's old.
I call him old. He's an old rookie.
Old, young. What is his ceiling? Because obviously he has many more years ahead.
It's unlimited, man. You know, he got a talent that could just really just blossom real great. But like I said, I just told him to keep working on the little details, because at this time right now, what you're playing at this elite level, they're gonna expect that all the time. You know, I told him as a rookie, I wouldn't compare that as just being elite at this early. You know, I happened that to my second to end of my third, second to going into my beginning of my third year. That's when I became like a guy. I like, hey, you got to maintain this every year. So anytime it goes a slippage, they go just, you know what I'm saying, go be something talked about, because you set the ceiling so high for yourself. And he's prepared for that, and he's ready for that. As long as I'm playing, and definitely if I'm here, I'm gonna make sure he's ready for that.
I love how Slay called him an old rookie, but that advice is solid. You getting all the props now. If you get beat a couple games, there are gonna be some fans, whether they're Eagle fans or not, to come at you. Just stay focused and get back on the grind.
Hey, you easy. I've been on you all day, bro. You easy. Huh? You easy as f***. Get over. I've been on you all day, cuz. How many catches you got? You got one catch, you got to win. That's it. All right. You know who I am, right? You know who I am, right? No, I do not. No, I don't. I'm a rookie. You're a rookie, right? Yeah, I mean, you got more juice. I mean, you should have the most juice out here. We 31.
Now, before we get to hear from Quinyon Mitchell on possibly winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, plus break down this Eagles versus Rams matchup and who I got winning, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, Mando, the best way to control odor for your pets, packages, and feed. I first saw this on a YouTube ad and bought it about 2 months before Mando reached out to me to even do this sponsorship. My favorite got to be the deodorant Mount Fuji, but they got other scent of deodorants too. Bourbon Leather, Clover Woods, Pro Sports, and of course, like I said, my favorite one, Mount Fuji. It is honestly the longest lasting deodorant I ever used. Go buy anything from Axe to Dove Men out there. They say 48 hours, it barely works 6. This one works long. It's doctor clinically approved. And my favorite thing about it is there's no itchiness. There's no irritation. It doesn't stain your shirts. This is, besides smelling good, it keeps you feeling good. And in the starter pack, you get wipes and lotion, quick for your packages and feet. And the price is perfect. So click the link in the description and or the pinned comment section and get $5 off your starter pack with promo code PhillyMike. Once again, click the link in the description, use my promo code PhillyMike, all capitals, no exclamation point, to get $5 off your starter pack, which is over 20% off. And like I said, the price point's already great. Now let's hear Quinyon Mitchell's response on possibly winning Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I seen it, but, my main goal is, go 1-0 every week, With team success come individual success, so I'm just focused about doing my job and just going 1-0 every week.
Is that something you ever thought about, like even before the season, that you might have a chance to do that?
Yeah, I know if I, came out and just, played hard and, just did my job, stuff like that would come. But like I said, I'm just focused on going 1-0 every week.
Couldn't have answered it any better. So let's get into this Rams versus Eagles matchup, starting with their motion on offense. Here we got Puka Nacua in motion to the right. They're going to see the safety move over. Now, he motions back to the left, but watch where he runs his route from, the B gap, which gets him wide open. Again, I don't believe it was full man. There was guys dropping back in zone, but we don't normally see guys run their route through the B gap. Again, Puka Nacua, motion to the right. Rams going to check. This is crazy. Out the B gap, which frees him up big time, and he gets the big play on the New England Patriots defense. So not only is Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp dangerous outside and inside, but they both move all over the place. And again, you don't normally see receivers running out the B gap. Let's take a look at this Eagles defense versus this Rams offense. Right now, the Eagles rank first overall in total defense, only giving up 273.1 yards per game. This Rams offense overall ranks 17th, averaging 336 yards per game. Let's move on to the Eagles' pass defense, which ranks second, allowing 192.3 per game, which is insane, where the Rams' pass offense ranks eighth, averaging 255.7 yards. Now to the Eagles' rush defense, which ranks seventh, allowing 99.9 yards per game. But that Rams' rush offense ain't that good, ranking 26, only averaging 95.4 yards per game. Obviously, the Rams' bread and butter is their pass game, but Kyron Williams is no slouch, so we do got to pay attention to him. As for matching up with these wide receivers, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, you got to watch where they line up. Like we talked about, their motion is crazy. Sometimes they'll be inside, outside. Slay and Quinyon will handle both outside spots, but Cooper DeJean will be tested in the slot as well. It's going to be interesting to see who lines up more in the slot and who lines up more outside between the two. The secondary has been tested with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, even the crazy Washington Commanders offense, and it passed the test. This one is going to be the biggest. Although we got the Ravens and the Steelers coming up, that's more total defense. Ravens, you better be able to stop the run, and Steelers, they can do both. Moving on to the Eagles offense versus the Rams defense. The Eagles offense overall ranks fifth, averaging 379.9 yards per game. The Rams defense ranks 23rd overall, allowing 350.6 yards per game. On to the pass game for the Eagles, which ranks 21st, 220.2 yards per game, where the Rams pass defense ranks 25th, allowing 245.4 yards per game. Lastly, we got the Eagles rush offense, which ranks first, averaging 181.3 yards on the ground, compared to the Rams rush defense, which ranks 18th, allowing 127.3 yards on the ground. Now, I heard a Rams podcast say the Eagles' run game is the best, but they've been running against some poor rush defenses. When we played Jacksonville, they were inside the top 10. The other ones were poorly ranked, but they did try to stop the run. They sold out, and they still couldn't do it. They were talking like their 18th rush defense is going to shut it down. Now, when you look at them over the last couple games, the run defense has been a lot better. But we the best for a reason. When Saquon Barkley gets a full steam ahead behind this offensive line, there's no stopping them. But just like the Commanders game or the Saints game, when they held him in check for a large portion of the game, what happened? Boom! A home run for the win. So we'll see what you got. As for the Rams' pass defense, they rank 25th. They've been better as well. And you could say the Eagles don't pass that much. We rank 21st, but we haven't had to really pass the ball. But if we need to, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith will come out and do some damage. Hey, Jalen Hurts is due for a 300-yard passing game. Again, we're not going to go that route unless we have to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the run game has been the bread and butter since the bye. But if you think Jalen Hurts can't throw, Jeff Kerr tweeted Jalen Hurts on passes that travel 10-plus air yards since week 6, 28 of 46, almost a 61% completion percentage, 688 yards, 6 touchdowns, a INT, 15.0 YPA, and 135.4 rating, which leads the NFL. Don't make my man sling the rock. Like I said, he's due for a 300-yard game, and we'll see some of them when it's needed. If we look at the last 5 games for both teams, the Rams defense hasn't allowed anybody to score more than 23 points, but the Eagles offense hasn't scored anything less than 26 or more. So who's going to hold that streak? The Rams or the Eagles? I look at this battle like this. Everybody wants to know what this Eagles defense is going to do against the pass game of the Rams, and I'm cool with that. But this might be one of the games where it is what it is. The Eagles offense put up 30 and take a nice victory because it is on the road. But we going to have Eagle Nation cheering us. The Rams record is not who they are, though. They've been playing much better ball of late. In the beginning, they were a hot mess. They had some injuries, so we do got to treat them with the respect they deserve. But again, overall, the Eagles have had the Rams' number. I think we won 7 of the last 8 games, and I look to continue this 7-0 win streak. As for the NFL preview picks, 10 people picking, 7 say Eagles, 3 say Rams. Philly Mike is going to go Eagles over the Rams. I won't say 30. I'll say 27 points for the Eagles, but only 20 for the Rams. A 7-point victory, 7-0 going into Baltimore. Let me know your score prediction in the comment section. Also, Go to the link in the description and or the pinned comment section. Get your Mando. I promise you won't regret it. No stick, no itchiness. It is the best starter pack. The lotion, the wipes will treat you right. Also, like, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from y'all. Some of your comments inspire other videos. And if you got nothing to say, muscle up. We out.